Ever feel like you don't belong here, like you're from another world, like you're not human and that humanity just doesn't make sense to you? Well, my friend, this found you for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidence. Like me, you could actually be like a starseed, or more specifically, a dragon soul. What a dragon soul is essentially your soul originally was that of a dragon. That was your original incarnation, and maybe your dominant incarnation over your past lives. You could have had many lives here on earth as a human, but your original dominant energy is that of a dragon, if that makes sense. And here are 10 signs to determine whether or not you might be one. So first is that you just feel like you're faking it sometimes at this whole human thing. Like maybe growing up, you had to look to those around you to kind of determine what's the proper way to do this human thing. And you never felt like you quite belonged, weren't really understood. Two, this is kind of obvious, but you've always had maybe an inexplicable affinity for dragons, just always drawn to them, like in the mythos and fiction and the like. Maybe had dragon plushies or was always drawing them, stuff like that. Three, you're really wise. You're likely that friend that everyone goes to for sage advice. You're very understanding, and people can just feel that. Even strangers feel that. They don't even have to know you. Four, you're kind of a badass, even if society doesn't recognize this, but essentially what this manifests as is you go through a lot of tough life events, a lot of trauma, and stuff that most people wouldn't be able to handle. Going off of that. Five, you are very loving. So despite all that, despite all the darkness you've been through, you use that as an opportunity to open your heart rather than close it. Six, you could be ADHD, because dragons are master reality shifters. They shift between realities, they jump, and that's essentially what happens when you're ADHD. Your mind's jumping all over the place. Seven, you are loyal, and like fiercely loyal. Like no one messes with your people. Once you've decided that you found your person or your people, no one better mess with them. For 8 and 9, I want you to think back to childhood. So likely if you're a dragon soul child, you're gonna have lots and lots of energy, maybe overwhelming your parents or those around you. And 9, you may have had a tendency to walk on all 4 legs and just found that really fun and really natural. 10, if you're watching this video, like I said, no coincidences. Are you a dragon soul? If you'd like to learn more, head to my YouTube where I talk more about dragon content, including signs that you're a dragon soul.